I am live. Hello, everybody. I'm not sure my face. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. I'm waiting for Goody and Erica. Goody and Erica. I'm waiting for Goody and Erica. Let's get it started. Let's put a ring on it, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. We are reviewing Put a Ring on It. Put a Ring on It. Season 4, episode 2. What's the stuff? That's what we are reviewing. I'm waiting for Erica and Goody. Before they get here, let's start by talking about exactly what's going on. So in this episode, we see it's the men's turn to meet, to go on a date with different partners, right? Different dates, right? We start, no. Let's talk about exactly what happened when they went back to talk to Dr. Stacy about their dates. And Dr. Stacy is telling Durban, please calm down. Don't control everything. You don't have to control everything. But Chance does not seem to have a problem with it. And Dr. Stacy is saying, yo, guys, take this seriously, because if you don't take it seriously, then you're not going to learn anything from it. So take this thing seriously. All right? Hold on 1 second. What are people saying? Hey, Ellen. Good to see you here. I was watching the interview with Blake, Ellen, and I did not learn anything. Like, I don't know what Blake was doing over there. But he was just giving us his looks. Like, that dude did not tell us nothing. I'm like, my gosh, can you just answer just one question, Blake? Just one question? He never answered anything. He never answered any questions for us. I was hoping that he's going to give us some clarity from, different situations, whether it's Jeffrey, Morgan, or, something. Give us something to work with. He never gave us anything, just his dimples. He just gave us his dimples. Oh, my goodness. I was like, what? So what was the point of coming over there? To wish you a happy birthday? Girl, listen, I'm telling you, me too. I was like, what? What? Answer the question. Answer the damn question. Did you call Jeffrey? Did you ask Jeffrey? Did you have a phone conversation with Jeffrey? This a young good lady. It's a young lady. It's a good lady. I don't have issues with anybody. I'm like, girl, yeah, me was like, what? Give us something. But where is Goody and Erica serious? Like, where are they? They're wasting our time. They know we're supposed to be doing this review. Jeez. And I can see them active here on Instagram. Yes! Girl! I know. And he say, oh, I would not have gone. Blake, stop playing. He said, like, he would not have gone home. That he would not have gone home even if Susu went home. It's such a joke. He's like, I would not have gone home. Who would have voted for that man to stay? Morgan? But he thinks he wasn't going home. London had Morgan. London wasn't leaving. Correct. And then he kept saying, I had other connections, but I made my own choice. Brother. You did not have any connections with anybody else. You just had said other girls could not stand you. And I don't have an issue with Blake. During the season, I was like on Blake's side. But this interview, no, this is not it. It's not, this is not it. Yeah, nothing, no clarification, nothing. Nothing. What is Erica saying? Come on, Erica, don't say that you were here and you did not see us. I mean, I know right now. Maybe they're still together. I think they are, don't you think, Alan? Maybe they are. I don't know. Because he said they traveled, they went to Atlanta, they went all these places. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Where come they saying they're trying to log? Where are they logging from? Are you logging from Africa? Jeez. I've been here, Erica. Jesus. But he has to deal with that. But she has to, oh, okay, that's what you mean. You ask him question, he's just dancing around with answers. Like, tell me exactly what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Hey, you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay, now I cannot hear you. Am I too loud that I cannot even hear you?
I mean, you are loud, but can you hear me? You cannot hear me?
Am I loud?
I mean, you're not that loud. I don't know. I have headphones on, but can you hear me?
Yeah, but add a little bit of volume.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
Just a little bit.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, that's
Is that
good.
better? Okay, cool.
How are you?
I am good. Yeah, no, I had logged on like at 8, I think, or whatever my time, and then I was like, oh, maybe it was 9. I don't know, girl, but I'm glad I'm here. I was like, what co-star people on? Like, I'm like, okay, come on. All right. So as soon as Goody gets here, we can get to chomping up. Overall, what were your thoughts about this episode?
I feel bad. I feel bad for what's his name? His name is Ricky. I feel bad for Ricky because this woman, I'm paying for your rent, I'm paying for your everything, and you still want flowers, huh? You still want flowers. What are you doing to me?
Okay, we gotta wait for Goody to be here because I don't feel bad for Ricky because Ricky's whole family is living there. So one, who is paying for what? And then two, if I'm living with you and your brother and your sister and your parents, yeah, I'm gonna need some flowers. I'm gonna need some. So we have to see. We're good. I mean, I agree. I think she does want a lot, but like, I was okay. I was on her side, I think, or whatever, mostly until I saw that they lived with 25,000 people. So I was like, oh, I done waited 10 years and now I gotta live with you and all of your family. Like, I'm not. I mean, I'll let the parents slide.
I know. Can you imagine, brother, sister?
Kids.
I don't know.
Thank you. The sister and her kids and her man or whatever, I think, or I don't know about her man, but I know.
Wait, are you kidding?
Her kids. I don't know about the man. I don't remember the name. I know she has kids. And I'm like, wait, the sister kids, like, I need to see the outside of the home because I'm like, how big is that house or whatever? Like, is it big enough for everybody? Well, yeah, he pays. I don't know.
Erica, where did you go? We cannot hear nothing. I can't hear anything.
I'm like, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Okay, can we hear me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're good? You're good? Or am I good?
Yes. You're good. I can hear you now.
Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, cool. It's so funny because you get a new mic or you get new stuff, and I'm always like, is it on? I'm like that every day. So, All right. So where is Goody? Let's see. She's
Mm-hmm.
still trying to come on
Mm. Mm.
because I don't want to get into it. Into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to
Mm-hmm.
say
Mm-hmm.
that I told you all last week that what's her name? Chance was crazy. I told you last week she's gonna be just as crazy as Dunbar, and I still think that.
Mm-hmm. Chance is crazy.
So
But I watched
so
them. They were on a show, Good Morning Show, wherever they live, and they were so cute together. And they were just finishing each other's sentence. This is my king, this is my queen. I don't have a problem with this. I think they really, they are meant for each other. She likes what she likes, and I think they're gonna make it. I think, of course, from the interview that he did with Kamisha, you can tell, he ended up putting a ring on it. So.
okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they give me like Morgan and Tony vibes from Ready to Love, like they both
mm.
crazy. So, I mean, I guess if you find the crazy to match your crazy, then it works.
Now you're giving Morgan too much credit. This girl has a good. She runs a non-organization, a non-profit something. Listen, Morgan has no job, does she?
Um, I, I don't know. Morgan lost we with putting Nair in somebody's hair, and so I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. And I think she likes. I mean, I think she likes Tony because she's just as crazy as he is. So I think if you have
Mm-hmm.
if you have it, then no, I'm sorry. I was just trying to see if Goody said something in the chat. No. Um well, okay, well we won't talk about them because I guess that's a different show, but they give me the same vibes whereas the other person is giving you red flags, but because um I don't know. Like to me, I feel like Dunbar is sort of controlling, and then we saw that same thing come out in Chance in this episode. So,
Mm-hmm.
she did it a different style. She had a different flavor, but she gave that same sort of, this is my territory and all that stuff. The whole,
Mm-hmm.
oh, if you come back after a certain time, you're gonna have to sleep outside, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely
Mm-hmm.
felt like, okay, she was doing just as much as he was. So, I think
But
wait,
he
what's
was he
Ricky's
was also encouraging
girlfriend's
him, I
name?
guess, because, huh?
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I feel like he
What
was
were you
also
saying?
encouraging him, encouraging her because he was holding her hands when they were leaving, like, come on, see us off, and all that. Did you hear what he said? The comment he made after he saw the girl. He said, "Oh, this is good. She's all covered. She's leaving something to imagination. She's not like." But did you hear
And
that
I
comment he
thought
made?
that was good too because the other girl, the girl with Josh, both the other girls, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm of a certain age or whatever, but I was like, ain't nobody gonna wear a bra on these dates tonight. Like I was like, y'all need something. And everybody looked like they were going to the club except for Dunbar's girl. So I appreciated it
Mm-hmm.
too. Like I thought like, oh, okay, she's
Mm-hmm.
still looking sexy, but she looked like she got a bra on. I don't see no nipple action like I did with the other girl. And then she didn't look like she was going to a club. She looked like to me what you would wear on a first date. Everybody else looked like they were going to a club, a nightclub or whatever. And I was like, this
Especially
is a
the
lot,
girl, especially
especially
Ricky's date with
um
her red hair. Oh my gosh, she looked like she was going to a club or something.
yeah, like her hair was cute, but that dress, I was like, where is she going? And I think it was still light outside. I was like, girl, that's
Mm-hmm.
a lot for the daytime. It was a lot. I thought she was really
Mm-hmm.
but she was
Mm-hmm.
cute. She was definitely cute. And I thought her hair was kind of funky.
Who?
Him and his whole family
Erica?
looking
Who?
like you going to prom or something. Ricky's girl, she came in, and because remember his sister was there, the brother was there. It was like they were sending him off to prom. You know how when you go to prom and your whole family says, "Oh my gosh," that's how that date was. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And she come in there with a, a dress showing half her body. But what's Ricky's girlfriend's name? I have to look her up. Let me look her up right now.
Catherine. Catherine.
Yeah, yes, that's right. She got the old woman name. That's right. Okay, so yeah, I thought Catherine was very calm. I was really surprised. I mean, I wasn't surprised. I thought Catherine, I thought she handled it really cool. Like she wasn't, over possessive. She was just, she seemed real chilled with it. So I was like, oh, okay. I thought she might act a little crazy, but she was cool.
I mean,
What did you think about?
she's not
Okay.
gonna. But at that point, I mean, she lives with so many people. She's not gonna start acting a fool in front of everybody. I mean, it's just tough to live with other people. It's tough. You have to give her. I have to give her credit, and I don't know how. So she says they've been living together for a year. So, girl, she's a strong woman to be living there for a year.
Exactly. And then especially when his brother or sister or one of them was like, well, no, the sister was like, well, what if he ends up liking her? And then the brother was kind of like, what, almost he made a comment almost like, what if she's really cute, or what if we all are like, damn, or whatever. Like, I think it's hard enough to have Catherine be there, and it's like, okay, I already got to see you leave with
Mm-hmm.
this woman, but
Mm-hmm.
now it's not just me, it's me and the whole chorus,
Mm-hmm.
the whole squad is
Mm-hmm.
sitting there watching. I mean, that's a lot to deal with, and she was a trooper with it. Because I agree with you too. I'm like, well, maybe if it was just her and Ricky, she might have acted more like Chance or more like the other girl. But she
Mm-hmm.
was really cool with it, and I mean that's a good point. Like, it's not just her. Like, if she starts acting crazy,
Mm-hmm.
his brother and sister are there. And she made the comment too that I thought was interesting about how if they have an argument, then then they have the whole family in there chiming in. And I'm like,
There you
okay,
go.
yeah,
Of
that would
course,
be
they have.
uncomfortable
Yeah,
too.
because I don't know. I don't know whether they are working. I mean, they were there seated. It's like they're not going anywhere. Like I mean, like
They were
I
playing cards, girl. And I'm like, what? My boyfriend is about to go on a date with another girl, and we got cameras here, and y'all playing spades or something. What is going on right now? Like, that was so. I was like, she gets 10 million points because she done dealt with him for 10 years, and she got to deal with this family situation. Like, I don't know. So when he said he was paying most of the bills, now I'm confused. Like, most of the bills for all 5, 10 people living in the house. Like, what is
oh,
it was one thing if he's paying all of her bills, but she probably like, well, I don't know if ain't nobody else paying and he's the only one paying, then
and listen. And at that point, if I'm living with your brother, your sister, your children, your sister's children, I'm not paying nothing. I'm not paying. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna be eating outside and then coming home when I've already eaten because I'm not even cooking for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
No, we're not
exactly. I'm
doing
not
that.
cooking for 8 people. Exactly, I agree with you. I'm not cooking for 8 people. I ain't babysitting nobody else's kids. I'm like, that's just above and beyond. And you still ain't put no ring on it? Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. So, Catherine, shout out to you, girl. You are a strong black
Mm-hmm.
woman. You waited.
You are a
You
trooper.
waited
You
for the
are a
man.
trooper. And she still continues to smile. She still wants to have a relationship with this man. I mean, you have to give credit to Catherine. I mean, she can do a little something with her style. Because then she's not paying any bills. I mean, girl, can you just dress? Can you dress up like a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And but
Mm-hmm.
then I got the impression what she did make the point of, since I don't know who, remember she didn't say, she said the other girl, she said
Ooh, is
oh yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. That's yes, they said that at the end. That's gonna be a crazy twist. Cause that's when you really are. That's now that is a big test. That's a big test
Mm-hmm.
going out with the
Mm-hmm.
ex. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's going to be a big thing. Um,
And
well, you know what was
go ahead.
go ahead. No, I was gonna say when
No, go ahead,
to
Eric. Go ahead.
respond to your comment,
Mm-hmm.
she was saying that I got the impression that maybe it was production because remember she said she had to dress casual because the guy was taking her to a juice bar. So I felt like
Mm-hmm.
maybe she didn't really want to dress like that because I was the same way with you. Like she just had on some jeans and stuff, and here this girl is with her back out, booty out, short skirt. So Ricky's date was really
Well,
dressed to the
if
nines, and Catherine was just wearing jeans, but she was just going to a juice bar. Like, remember,
yeah,
they just had smoothies. So
yeah,
maybe he
even
told her, like, girl, don't put nothing on cute because you're going to have a smoothie, basically.
well, but even Ricky was saying, my gosh, the last time we went on a date, I don't remember the last time we went on a date. So this is not something that they do, right? And so she doesn't, probably just does not dress up. But I'm just saying that question of, going, the Nadine says, I hope Kathleen and Ricky are not a repeat of Alexia and Darion. Girl, listen. We don't want to need another situation like that. But when talk about your ex, it shouldn't be an ex that you dated 20 years ago. Like we want your ex. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you just dated. What do you
Yeah,
think?
or, I mean, I agree, but then I think it depends because sometimes, these days it's like you date somebody, but then there's certain people that can always get you back. It's what I mean, it's certain people that kind of had that hole where you might drop something for them. So it needs, so it could I think it needs to be someone that has a pull on you. Otherwise, what's the point?
Right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
saying
That's
that
what I was
because
thinking too. I thought someone told Catherine what to wear as well. Cause I was like, I don't think.
hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. She's Donadine, you were just saying she's such a sweet girl. There's no girl you're gonna find in this age to want to live with your brother, sister, children, and she's not, and she's smiling, and she doesn't even in her situation. Even when she was talking to the camera, and because the other couples are telling us their problem, she never mentioned about the arrangement at home. She never said, we live with the brother and the sister, because I would be raising that issue, right?
I know. I thought that was. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was crazy too. I was like, wow, why did she not say that? Because that's a big thing. But she had some complaints, but she was very she didn't seem like that was as big of an issue as it would have been to me, for me or most people. She seemed kind of okay with it. I mean, I think she might have been okay with taking care of his parents, but the sister and her kids and the brother coming by every day, like that's doing a lot.
That's too much, and it complicates the relationship too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy, especially when you're trying to settle down or trying to get to know each other, or you're not in a stable, situation with your partner. Bringing in the family around, it's tricky, and then you want to put a ring on it. You figure out the situation of at home first. Let's figure out how we're gonna relocate these people, and then we can talk about put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because I'm like, okay, if it'll save you more money, you know what I mean? Like if you need more money so we can get these people out the house, you don't have to get a ring right now. Use my ring
Mm-hmm.
money to help them relocate because I need my peace and my space.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know that Joya.
but yeah, and
Joya
then
is
let's
gonna be a
continue
problem,
to
but Joya is gonna be problematic in this, in the upcoming episodes, because you can say, "Oh, I trust you," the no boundaries. I don't know about that.
and then I'm not sure, like I think we need more information on Joya because I mean not that they're gonna show him, but where's her child living? Like isn't she living with that guy,
Mm-hmm.
Joshua? And then where's her kid? Like they don't, not that they need to show him, but where is he? she very
Right,
much
because
acts
even the
like,
kid is
oh,
not part of the
go
conversation.
ahead,
That's why everybody
discover.
was surprised that, oh my gosh, she wants a child maybe because she doesn't have a child. But they never told her. It was even the date. It's because of the date that we realized, oh my gosh, she has a 10-year-old son, right? They don't even talk about it among between the couple, right?
Exactly. And I'm like, okay, is he living with his father? Like he don't live with them, and then it's okay if he doesn't, but I would think you would at least, yeah, I would, there would be some sort of conversation. And the guy Joshua, he doesn't really talk about being a stepfather or being a bonus father or whatever they call them now. So it's like, okay, because you're not just going into her life, you're going to her and her son's life, on top of the fact that she also wants you to have she also wants to have a kid too. But didn't he say she's like 37 or something? What's her
Mm-hmm.
age? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think she's of that age where, like, yeah, you should be pressed. If you want to have another kid, you do need to get on it. If you're kidding, if she's getting
Mm-hmm.
close to
Mm-hmm.
40. So I could
Mm-hmm.
see where she might be pressed, but she already has a kid. So that's interesting.
Right. She
Now, what did
is,
you
I
think
think
about
she's
that
about
girl's dress? Because
37.
she looked like she was going to a club too. Yeah,
Who?
I agree. I think she is like
Who?
I think Joya is about 37.
Right.
I wanted to see, what did you think of his date's outfit? I don't even remember the date's name.
You did not like it? I liked it. I felt like it was very cute. I liked it.
I thought it was cute, but I thought she was going to a club too. Cause
No.
she needed little things over her. She needed little pasties herself. So I was like, ooh, okay, she's doing a lot right now, but
Well, and
I
they
did
had
like
so
the
much in
color of the
common though,
dress, and I mean it was
right?
cute.
I'm saying the date, they had so much
Yes,
in
it was
common. Like they were
nice,
saying, I like to travel, I like to travel. I went there and you went there, and they had so much in common. I'll be curious to see if he's gonna go on a date again with her.
yeah, me too. I agree. I think they did kind of click. They definitely were clicking. They definitely were clicking.
Yo,
But then
Donadine, me
remember,
too. I really want to
what
know
were
what
your thoughts
happened.
about?
Uh huh.
Oh, yes, me too. And speaking of that, I was going to ask you, what did you think about Dunbar saying like his date was like the best date he had ever been on or something? He really liked his date a lot because she talked all that Christianity and God is my focus. He really liked her.
What did I think about the date?
Yes, Dunbar's date, because I felt like
Mm-hmm.
Dunbar really liked his date a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think he did. He kept saying it's like a breath of fresh air, and the girl was talking about submissiveness, which is so important to him. Talking about preaching, talking about her relationship with God, opposite of chance. And I don't know why then if because all these things that he's talking about, chance is not those things. So I don't understand why they're still in a relationship, or he feels so strongly about chance, while chance is saying, yo, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not that, and I'm not gonna be sitting down here just because she's not kind of a submissive kind of a woman, which, because I guess submissiveness we always equate it to like weakness, like like a bad thing. And she hasn't talked to us about that, has she? Has Chance told us anything about being submissive to the husband?
No, not that I've seen. I've just seen her say, she's cooking, she's doing all the stuff he said he wanted her to do, but she's never used the term submissive, and he hasn't really used it with her either. So that's interesting.
Wait, what secret is this? Oh, Dunbar's secret? I have no idea what his secret is. Does anybody know?
No, I don't know yet. But I do want to know why he started crying, because he does
Erica.
have a fear of losing her. Like he clearly is. Can you hear me?
No, and then did you hear him say? Did you hear him say that? He said that I don't have a lot of competition. I am a black man with no felony and a very
Right.
he
I'm a
said
black man who has a job and no felonies or
no
something. I
felonies.
was like, okay. Um,
No, but the confidence that man has, I like it. I like it. Did you watch the interview that he did with Kamisha? Here's Goody.
no, I didn't get a chance to see it. Dunbar, who? Dunbar
Hey,
did it?
Goody. Oh my God! Finally, you are joining us. Finally, she gets to join us. Jesus.
Hello. Hey,
Yeah,
so
Hello
yeah.
there.
okay, where we at with this thing?
We are talking about Dunbar and Chance, and we are talking about how Dunbar is talking about being submissive, but we have not seen that. Chance does not have. I don't know if Chance has an issue with being submissive. She hasn't said she has an issue with that. I think their issue is that he wants her to settle down once she becomes a mother.
I think I think I've been in this relationship before. Uh it's always dope to be with a man who knows what he wants, knows how he wants it. But when you are a woman who does her own thing, eventually, like you can adhere to the rules until you don't. Like
Mm,
for me, well, I was in a relationship for 10 years, and my ex-fiance wasn't a brute or a beast. He was a great dude, but he was like 8 years older than me. He knew what he wanted. He knew how he wanted it. I was still becoming who I am today. Um, I was cool until I wasn't, and then when I wasn't, I was like, no, no, I'm not doing this. Like we were supposed to get married. I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not doing it.
mm,
So um, again, that kind of dude is a cool dude, a great dude if that's what you really want. But you have to know yourself deep enough to know if that's what you really want. Me, I need somebody who's going to give me the ability to breathe. And now that I'm single and have been single for a while, um, I like not having to like when I'm in a relationship, dinner is done at a certain time on Sunday. Like we're eating dinner by 6 p.m. on Sunday. I cook every single day. It's tiring. Like
mhm,
wife, mother, tiring.
mhm,
And I
mhm,
like I
mhm,
like not doing it.
mhm.
What's happening? What
Um,
are you doing?
what thoughts on? Huh?
What's happening? Erica, what's happening?
Wait, can you
Erica,
hear
say
me?
something.
I can hear
You
you
can hear me,
now.
right?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now.
You're
Um,
Yeah, I've been having issues
no,
with
we
Erica
we
because
were
I
concentrating
find like
on what
I'm
he
too loud,
said.
but then I am trying to increase my volume because I cannot hear Erica.
what'd you do to your mic, Ma?
Okay, let
Because
me
like your
see. All
mic
right.
is clear as a fucking bell. Pardon so. But yeah,
Erica, go
we
ahead.
already did
Oh,
we
the
did episode
microphone
one already, or are
shade.
we doing episode one now?
We missed you. We missed you with episode 1 last week. But share
Okay,
your thoughts
so
on that, Goody, and then
No,
tell us what you think about Catherine living with brother, sister, uncle, aunt,
I'm not
cousin.
able.
Uh,
Nope.
uh,
So
she lives with everybody, and I was like, yeah, she don't need no ring. Get those people out the house first.
so
Get those
first of
people
all,
out the house.
it's
Focus your
not
money.
even that. In episode one, he told us how he takes care of all of his bills. What bills are you taking care of, sir? If
mm,
y'all live in a commune,
Exactly. That's why I said Are you checking
What
the bills
bills
for
are
all
you
10 of the
taking?
people that live there? I need more follow up.
And not for nothing, we couldn't have them hide in the back or something while the cameras was here. Why they had to be here? Where were they when I was going on my date? Because they could be in the
Exactly. And
same
then I was
place
like,
they were when I was going on my date, when you going
well,
on
no,
yours.
they were playing spades or something. They were straight up playing spades and playing cards. Like, what if she a bad? What if she look better than you? All right,
Yeah, no. And
that's
then
my book. Okay, they were just. I mean, they weren't going anywhere. They were gonna get snacks. They were straight comfortable. I was like, okay, no. And she tried to
like
water plants and stuff. I'm like, girl, they would need to have to go to the basement, go to the attic. But
go to
we're
the same
filming, so
place
y'all
you
need to
were.
move out.
The same place you were when I was going on my date. Go there. But this is what I'll say.
Exactly. Wherever y'all was at, go back.
What I will say is this. Did y'all notice that she was dressed all the way down for her date? Like
Mm-hmm.
she was going to the corner store to go on her date. And then when I saw on Twitter,
But
she's
then
like
she
into
said
fashion.
herself, though,
Like she's
yeah,
into
but she said
fashion.
that she had to dress casual because she was going to the smoothie shop. Because remember, they just had smoothies. Her date wasn't really like he brought flowers, but I was like, you taking her to a juice bar? But I'm not gonna judge nobody. Juice is good. So I think they told her to dress like that. I'm not sure what their point was, but I think they were
Yeah,
like,
they
okay,
said that
you're going
production
to
told
you're
her to
going to
dress up like that.
you're
Yeah.
going to
If
yeah, I
production
think they
tells me to
did,
dress
and she
down,
dressed down.
and then I think she should have went on another date with dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what a
I
funny
was
thing,
surprised because she was really smiling. I thought she liked him. I was
I
surprised
think
she
she
said
didn't
no
go
too.
because she liked him. But you know what? I think she also has that because he has an ex-wife. First of all, the doctor's getting them together. The doctor was like, "Why you can't hold the
Mm.
new guy responsible for the stuff that this guy is dealing with?" And the reason they live, I just don't understand them all living in the same space, except for he's divorced and he ain't got no coin. He ain't got no money to get his hair done. Did we talk about his hair?
Or I was gonna say at least it would be one thing if he was taking care of his parents, but it's another thing to take care of your parents, your sister, and her kids. Like that's yeah. I don't even think
No,
that
he's
he's
not
paying
taking
for
care
all
of
of that.
anybody. He needed some place to live, and he brought his
Mm.
girlfriend with him.
But why did he move her in there? Right, exactly. I'm
It's
like, I would have been like,
shameful.
okay, I got my own place. You can come stay with, come visit me when
So
when you
when
need
he
to
was
spend a
on his
night. Because
date,
I can't imagine all those people.
with the young lady, um, I was like, yeah, like her and give Catherine. I tweeted like her and give Catherine her free. Yo, Catherine liked my comment and retweeted it. So I was like, maybe they're not still together.
Oh wow, okay,
And then she had this picture
that's
of her,
interesting.
like she had a dress. She had what she wanted to wear on her first date. And she was like, I wish I wore this. And I and it just didn't give me the energy of a woman who was in a relationship.
Oh, I think I saw that. I
That
see, think I
is
saw that picture where she was
okay.
wearing like a blue dress. Was it a blue dress that she
Yeah.
was wearing?
Mm-hmm.
Goody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, she is not giving
Oh
energy. Like,
wow, okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
I don't. His hair is unkempt. He's not attractive.
Yeah.
You live with
Yeah.
his whole family, and he telling you that he don't want to marry you. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, well.
But Donna D, the whole point is to see if you find another connection outside of the show.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Mm-hmm.
point is to disrespect your mate.
Um.
Yeah, he didn't bring her flowers. Yo, I need to know what's going on. You shacking up with your
Mm-hmm.
parents, your cousins, your nephews, everybody's in the house. You're not buying any flowers. You're not taking her on dates. You're not buying a ring. You're not buying a promise ring. What's happening, sir?
I know. I think, like what Goody is
That's the
saying, I don't know
truth.
what's going to happen because you can see in the trailer, she's getting so, Kathleen is so heated saying, tell the truth, tell the truth. You told me about this, about the girl, tell the truth. So I don't know.
And from episode one, I thought it was, I knew that Dunbar was gonna stop this dude. She was not going on a second date with dude because he emasculated this dude from the second he came in the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
Mm-hmm.
way she could feel, you can't feel like this is a protector or provider and he's being chumped from the gate. Although I did think it was sexy when he said, "Hold my heart." Like if it was everything else was gone and a man said to me, "Let's pray, hold my heart," that I would be, yes, we're getting married. Hold my heart? What? Let's get married.
Well, but when he did that interview with Kamisha, he was questioning Dr. Stacy, saying, "How's somebody gonna come tell me about a relationship where when they've been brought up in such a broken home, like your grandma had failed marriages, your mom had failed marriages, your dad had failed
But
marriages. What do you guys think about that?"
but you came to the show.
Wow.
You came to the show. Like the show,
Mm,
the doctor didn't come looking for you. You went looking for the doctor.
mm,
And
I
clearly
wonder if
there's
they're going to be
something
the
going
couple
on.
that leaves.
They probably do,
mm,
but I'll tell you this. I think there's definitely something going on within him. Somebody hurt him to, like, he needs to have too much control of the situation.
mm.
Like a truly confident man would have let her go on her date. I see where you get in. Josha seemed fine. And dude came in. Is that his name, Josha or Joshua? The
Joshua,
woman who came,
Joshua,
Josh, I think. But no,
yeah,
yeah, I get
Joshua.
it
Joshua.
too. Yeah.
Dude was
Hmm.
being very extra. Like he's a dude. I was like, yeah, he doesn't deserve a second date because he was being real extra. Like, how you coming into my house? We never went anywhere. You don't know anything about me, and already you calling me your wife. If you don't get out of my face,
Right.
you know,
But Goody, can you
Yeah,
respond to Donna
he was
D?
trying too hard.
what happened? If you're trying to make a connection with your mate stronger to appear to have a little attraction with someone, um, Donna D, I think that if a connection outside of your relationship is possible, then the reason you came to the show is that you've already, there is no ring. Jasha. Okay, yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But um
Mm-hmm.
so what I'm saying is I once heard a saying, if there's a doubt, then there is no doubt, right? Like if I have doubts about this situation, I don't really have doubts about it. I already know the outcome, right? So just being on the show in
And at
and of
the end of the
itself,
day, if the person,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Erica.
sorry, I was going to say, if at the end of the day, if you can't trust the person, because there's always attractive people in the world. So this, to me, this always tests like your confidence in your relationship, because it's like if you can't trust the person, because they could go on a date whether you knew about it or not. You know what I'm saying? If they really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Mm-hmm.
that first season or whatever season where the guy slept with the girl, like it can happen. So you have to show, if it's meant to be, then you don't have to put any rules on the person. If you're their person, they're not gonna sleep with somebody else. Like if y'all meant to be married.
but I think the
So
worst
I think it is a good. To me, I feel like it is a good idea.
I think there's far worse things that could happen than sleeping with the person. Like having an actual connection with the person's like the kiss of death for a relationship. My thing about it is if I have to, first of all, I don't want to have to take any man anywhere to ask him to speed up the process of asking me to be his wife.
Okay.
If
Mm-hmm.
you can't look at me and consider me your wife already, if that's not the thing you want to do because you cannot stand to be in a world that doesn't include me, I'm not trying to convince you that you need to have me in your life forever. I'm not. And I'm not telling you what my timeline is for marriage, I'm leaving. Like if like if this doesn't happen in the time I feel is
Mm-hmm.
right, I'm leaving. Because if I tell you my date and you rush yourself towards my date and it's the wrong thing, now we're in a bad marriage. The worst position I think a
Mm-hmm.
woman can put herself in is a position where she has to wonder if the man she is about to spend her life with really wanted to do it. And I don't want to be in that position ever.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole premise of the show is caca to me. But it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But by
I
the time
agree
you
with you,
get
Donna D,
Well,
100%.
Donna D, I agree as well, but I think in people have work wives and work husbands. Like there are people that your spouse and or significant other is attracted to. Are they going to, but even if you're attracted to someone, if you've made a commitment, then you wouldn't act on that attraction. And you need to know who you with.
and you need to trust who you with. Like, I just I understand not
Yeah,
wanting your
exactly.
mate. Of course you don't want your mate to go on multiple dates with somebody else. But the whole idea is that you're even seeing if it's something you want or if you want to explore things outside of the union. I'm not into I'm not into an ultimatum for a lifelong thing. You know how much longer we're living than our
Mm-hmm.
elders?
Or like that show on Netflix, Ultimatum, giving them an ultimatum. Right.
You see how that works. Have y'all been following April? April's married. She's about to have a baby.
Who is that?
The girl April, the Asian girl where the guy Jake was leaving her for the other girl,
Mm.
and she left
Oh,
him.
really?
Yeah, the guy she got with, she's been with him ever since, and they're having a baby.
Oh, she always wanted to be a mom.
Donna D, I feel you. I don't want my mate to go anywhere with anyone, but I wouldn't bring him on the show either. We wouldn't be on the show.
Well, yeah, I mean, I exactly because to me, if you're going to the show, whoever is choosing to go to this show, it's like okay, I am almost trying to pressure this person to make a decision, and it's like I don't know, but it is interesting how they put the couples through the test. So
It is. Then there are the shows where like or the seasons like the Mike and Che. I
Mm-hmm.
think they were first season.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting married. The guy had a son and she wasn't really trying to integrate with the son, but it took her being on the show. Y'all remember them?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The Nigerian dude. Yes.
wait, I have to look
Right.
them up and see.
Like they're together still, and she had to see
Mm-hmm.
herself looking silly on TV, not integrating with his son to be like, yo, I'm bugging how I want to be with this man for the rest of my life. And I want him to keep
Mm-hmm.
his relationship with his son, like that's for y'all. So
Mm-hmm.
she saw herself and she was able to make adjustments to the way she wanted to be. And on top of that, I think when you're out there pretending you want to date, when you are truly in love, you don't want to go on no dates with nobody.
Right.
You know who was truly in love, in my opinion? Hollywood. I think
Mm.
Hollywood was 100% in love with that girl.
Mm.
He didn't want to go on
Mm.
them dates.
Mm.
And when he went on the dates, he wasn't really
Yeah,
doing
I
the
thought that
most.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
wanted her. She was the one who had doubts. But have you ever tried to? Let's think about it this way: when you're trying to get over somebody and you out there dating, and you're like, "Yo, I don't even want to be out here. I want to go home. I just want to be with the person I was with." If you really into a
Mm-hmm.
person, you're not really trying to be with anyone. But just as an aside,
Yeah, goody. But then when you do that, then Dr. Stacy thinks that you're not taking the process seriously. Like he wants you to engage with these dates, and like you're saying, if I'm not interested, then I want my man. I don't want to keep, you know,
what I think
dating.
we're
And
seeing with
why is it that we really have to date other people for you to know that if your man is ready to put a ring on it? I don't get it.
this, like whatchamacallit, what I think we're seeing with Dr. Stacy is that she
Mm-hmm.
recognizes other dysfunctions in the relationship. She's calling them on they shit. She definitely called Dunbar and Chance on their shit. I don't think Dunbar and Chance belong on the show. I think they should be on the show planning a wedding. They are soup for each other. Cause she was ready to cut him and the girl when they was going on the date.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I don't think they're. No, they even.
No,
I
they
think they're
weren't
still
breaking
together. They
up.
are not breaking up. No.
But I think they did, Donna D. They did some kind of tricky word play for clicks about them moving on. I think it was
Yes,
almost
about the house. Yes, they did
yeah,
something
it
like
was
that.
about
Yeah.
them moving their house. But I'm this is an aside, and this speaks to why we may be here at the show. I was reading an article in the Post, New York Post. You know, it came across my timeline, y'all. Don't judge me. Um, and it was about women having a harder time being faithful than men. And I agree because men get to this level of complacency where they believe that they are the only one who wants the woman they're with. They stop seeing her as this woman that everyone wants to be with, and they start getting complacent. Meanwhile, men in the street, like some women can't get down the street without men trying to stop them. It's not easy
Mm.
to be with somebody who's not taking you as seriously as you need to be taken. And I think that's another thing we're speaking about for this show. Um, it's the women that are here, except for Dunbar, because he's weird. But he's trying to force her hand because I think he's a control freak. But the women are trying to show these dudes like, look, somebody else want to be with me. So marry me or let me go be with somebody else. But the gotcha for that is the grass is always greener and the somebody else is not always what you want.
Right.
And we haven't even
Yeah,
gotten
that's true. I agree. Especially like with Catherine. I feel like Catherine, girl, you know, Ricky seems nice, but you could do better. And especially after 10 years and all the
I
stuff
don't
they've
know
been
that he
through,
seems that
girl,
nice to me.
give it up and turn it loose.
Yeah. To find out that he was that he lived with the whole family, finding out he still lives with his whole family, and mind you, I come from an extended family situation. Like my family, we buy multi-family homes so that we can all be together but all have our own space, right? um that is what I call group economics, but this is group economics in a different way. Like if you need help, one, if he needs the kind of help that requires he lives with his entire family, maybe her wanting him to marry her is not a priority. Like that shouldn't, he's right, that shouldn't be high on his priority list. But I'm hearing that it sounds like he's not even really over the fact that he got divorced to me.
There's something
Yeah,
weird
I
about
don't
him.
think
Even the way he
that's what
talks,
he's
and it's like he is agreeing with every. There's something about him that I am still not getting. Because I'm not gonna tell my man I want him to put a ring on it while he's living with everybody in that house. Let's figure out our finances first before you talk about putting a ring on it. And they're young. Are they not just in their early 30s?
Yeah, he seems slow to me. But you know who else seemed really slow to me? The
Mm.
idiot who went on the date with Dunbar. What you mean he thought he was Tay Diggs until the girl said his name? What?
okay. That was just Cap. She just was saying that. And there are a few things where I felt like, did someone hand her a script? Because she was like, oh, I'm submissive. I'm a minister. I minister the youth. I mean, I felt like I liked, she was saying like every single thing that he wanted. I was like, somebody must have slipped her some notes or something. The producers were like, here, this is what you need to say on a date. So I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
girl,
production.
stop trying to hype this
Hmm.
little
Donna D,
stop
it's
trying to
not
hype
that.
this little short man up. He is not no Tay Diggs. Stop
Yeah,
it.
he was not Tay Diggs at all. Donna D, with regard to Ricky's hair, it's not that he's growing dreads. It's that he knows. And if he was growing dreads, that would be fine. But he knows he's on TV, and he didn't tighten up them roots a little bit. Just tighten up the roots. I love what Beyonce says. She like her man with African nostril, with tough hair and African nostrils. I like that
Hmm.
too. Let's do it. People have a problem with Jay-Z's hair. I'm like, yo, I like a free form. Go for it, buddy. But we gonna
Mm.
tighten up what needs to be tightened up, beloved. You're not gonna be
I
out here
listen.
looking like he
That's
rolled
what.
out of bed. It looked like he got some lint in his hair, and he look like he got lint up in there. No, he don't look kept. He look unkempt.
Right. Very
It's a lot.
unkept.
He
Yeah.
look dusty. He like his nails
Ricky,
might be
Ricky,
dirty.
Ricky.
I'd
Ricky,
like,
Ricky, Ricky,
Well, maybe
Ricky.
all the money is going to paying the bills, that the man has no money left for any upkeep or self care.
you know what? If you can't afford upkeep or self care, go buy you some aloe vera gel and make it do what get you to YouTube University and twist that thing. Twist it. Or get somebody in the house, because everybody in the house, somebody gotta know how to twist some here.
Mm.
Everybody's here.
Yeah,
Everybody.
that's true.
All of them. You mean to, you think you my son could never
Uh-huh.
go on TV. I'd be like, oh, the camera's coming? Boy, you're not gonna get your hair cut? You told me it's
Right.
gonna be cameras here. You need to
That's
tighten it
true.
up, buddy. That's my son. I don't care how old my son is. You're not gonna have them come down to this house and you embarrassing me by looking like no. My mom used to be like, you look like nobody loves you. Go inside and start over.
All
Mm-mm.
right.
And we
So,
still
Goody, what do you
I,
think about them dating their exes?
that is a little bit no, no. I don't like that.
Why?
I would have been
Erica
just like
loves it.
Jeffrey.
Erica is here for it.
Look, I would have been just like Jeffrey. I ain't got no
I
exes.
am here for it.
I ain't got no exes. I ain't got no
I mean,
exes.
I
That's how they.
wouldn't do it, but I can see.
I ain't got no exes. All my exes would be like, you don't want, I want her back. I've been trying to get her back. Nah, that would be problematic for
I mean,
me.
like,
I told you I
I
used
would
to be a
love to go
player,
out with
fam.
my prom date again.
Look, I used to be a
I would
player.
love to go out with somebody from undergrad.
Something like that, because you mess
None of the
around and they
recent
watch me
people.
get hurt on TV. Because I tell you this, they yeah, when I was speaking, how long you been with her? Nah, you're not gonna get me hurt on TV. Nah. You know, it will have everything for me is about forward movement, yo. Because it can't you go back to the past, that's not gonna work for me.
I don't know. That
You see two
Yeah,
dudes
that's
fighting
true.
like, yo, she said she still care about me. What she said? She said love is love. She say that to everybody though. Yeah, nah. No. I used to be problematic and toxic. But I know I've been changed by God. I'm washed in the blood. But I don't want
I
it to be
think it
my
will
blood.
make for good television.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gonna make for great television.
I think
Cause everybody who's
it'll
not with
be
you,
good TV.
everyone who's not with you, it don't mean that they don't still want to be with you. Okay.
I know.
And
I
that
yeah.
know.
listen, no, no, don't bring no exes.
Mm?
Everyone, especially like if you a good woman and a doofy, if you are a good woman and you do half of the things that men complain about not getting done anymore, you've moved on. A lot of these dudes don't be moving on like you think they moving on. You right, Erica, will be entertaining. You'll be watching my ex and my next fight on TV, and I'll be like, wow, because I'm toxic. I'll be like, wow, I don't even know why y'all acting like this. Wow, wow, it's crazy. Yeah, you
So
know
I don't
what,
know
right
if there's
now,
any difference. Mm-hmm.
the- I think it's all like let's leave the past in the past. Why you gotta even? You shouldn't even meet my ex.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, no.
Yeah, I think I would have to do like that season Walter was on and just bring some random person and be like, okay, act like we went through this.
With the long nails. Long nails and so ghetto. Like, Jesus.
Nah,
Yes.
they would have to what you call. They'd be like, "Dang, I
We
didn't
know
know
you
she
didn't
dated
date
Dennis
that person.
Rodman." I'll be a host. It'd be like the dude. He got piercings
Exactly.
all over everything. It'd be like, "Yo, that dude didn't strike me as her type." I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my
And then I would
gosh.
be like
I mean, like,
asking
just read
questions.
your script. Just read your script, man. Just read your script.
Oh my gosh. Oh
How
boy.
did you meet her? It feels like I've always
But
known her. Go ahead. Tell. I met her in the spirit world. Feel like I've always known her, but uh-uh. And you know,
Uh-huh.
men don't even know how to behave. Men have those the ego clashing and all that. That's not a good idea. Can you imagine Dunbar meeting Chance's ex? I would 100% be
I
Jeffrey.
cannot,
I ain't got
honestly.
no exes. This the first time I ever been in love. Well, you have a whole 2016. You know what?
Yes, I'd be like,
I'm lying. I could
be
take
like,
my
I've
son's
only
father
dated two
anywhere.
people in my whole life, and they're not in my lives any. They're not in my life anymore, and they don't take my calls,
With
so they
that
can't
tone.
come on the show. Oh
You'd
God.
be like, and then you
Girl, I
see the
can't wait
Dr.
till
Stacy.
Ready to Love is over. Jeffrey can get her show.
No, I watch from call. I could actually
Listen.
Go
bring
ahead.
father. My son's father, I could take him anywhere. I've known him since I was 15. And he know I'll be like, he'd be straighten it up. Shut don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But then the person be like, yo, why y'all not still together? Be like, oh, we just don't want to.
Uh-huh.
And then
Mm-hmm.
next thing you know, it's a problem. Like, I think y'all still got feelings for each other. No, we just cool. We just cool.
Maybe he's good. Maybe your son's father would act like James. James. I feel
Nah,
like he'd be acting there like James.
my son's father would be like, so let me get this straight. You're her. You
Mm-hmm.
want to be with her like that? Like you want to be with her like that? She's crazy. Well, by time, people have met my son's father and be like, "Yo, he's a cool dude. How come y'all not together?"
Yeah, I swear. This is Jeffrey's voice, I swear. Hi. So just before I came to this live, not to change the topic, but I just went there briefly because Blake has just done his first interview with Rashid. And when I tell you that son, that brother never answered any question, like he
Oh,
was
he died
just
there.
dancing around. Oh my God, he was so annoying. I was like, Jesus, get him, go, let him. Like he never answered any question, including, did you call Jeffrey? Did you have that conversation with Jeffrey? Like, I cannot argue with this young lady. Don't have any beef with anybody. I'm fine. I don't have any issues with any. I'm like, why are you coming here?
Nah.
So is he still with Susu? That's is he still dating
He did
Susu?
not. He did not answer. He said,
Or
"Wait until the year." But we have traveled. We went to Atlanta. We went. I don't know where. Uh,
I don't think. I think that
oh, okay.
for a man like Blake, Susu's actual career, especially the space that it's in with the Shanquilla Robinson case, I
mhm,
feel like it's too much spotlight on her, and I don't think he wants a woman with that kind of spotlight.
mm,
I mean, I don't think he really liked her
mm.
that much anyway, but I think he was just going with the flow so he could, till he could
Gets it.
self-eliminate. I was like, okay.
Yo, he said
But yeah.
that Erica. He
Go
said
ahead.
he
Mhm.
said that he did not self-eliminate because of Sue. That if he decided to stay, he would have stayed. It's just production did not show us other connections that he had. He had other connections, but Susu was
He did.
his choice.
Nobody liked him there. Everybody hated him.
I swear that's what he said. I was like,
Connection
Well,
what?
with
no, I
women in
mean,
production do not count.
okay,
What?
I
okay,
don't
but
know. People have to be
I
talking
think he
about
did have
women in
other
production
connections.
or the
What? With
bartenders
who?
down at
No, no,
Judge
no. I
Bar.
think he must have had connection. I mean, if they did a vote and he never got more than Sue had to keep him on. So he did somebody was lying. Like maybe it was Mercedes or something, but somebody was having some side dates with Blake because he couldn't have stayed on that long unless they straight like decided
That's
to
that's
disregard
what he said.
votes. You know what I
He said
mean?
he had.
Because for a
He
long
said.
time nobody liked him but her. So someone else, he must have convinced somebody else, like, okay, look, I'll vote for you, you vote for me, or he messed with somebody on the side. But there was someone else who was voting for him outside of her
Uh,
because she
that's
was
a
the only person who liked
possibility.
him, like really, ever since Jeffrey. Ever since Jeffrey came out with her story. So it's like, and he was in the bottom so many times and other people went home. So someone was voting for him to stay, even though they were claiming on camera that they didn't like him. Someone had to vote for him besides her, for sure.
Uh-huh.
So what he was
I don't know
being
who that
told,
is. I think it's Cynthia
nah, Cynthia and
because
Yeah, or maybe Mercedes, because Mercedes like, oh, he's growing on me. And I was like, oh, maybe he
yeah,
paid her for a vote. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
but to
Yo, he
put a
said,
ring on people,
"Go ahead, Goody. Go ahead."
to put a ring on it, people.
Yeah,
We haven't gotten into what it is. Jasha, Joshua.
that girl needs help.
I didn't understand. Like when she said she had an 11-year-old, I was like, "What are we
Uh
doing?
huh.
What are we doing
I
here?"
know.
I understand the desire to have another child. I don't. But I don't understand the need to speed. Like there are other things that can be done, like freezing your eggs and things of that nature. I don't understand the need to speed. Especially, I'm not trying to. If I'm not trying to force a marriage on somebody, I'm definitely not trying to
Goody,
force.
you're breaking. Goody, I cannot hear you. You're breaking. Goody.
Sorry, if I'm not trying to force a marriage on someone, I'm definitely not trying to force a family on someone because that's something where you end up doing it by yourself. And it's not easy, especially when you're getting older and more tired quick. Because just watching kids run
Uh-huh.
now, I'm like, yo, yo, they wearing me out. And they're not even with me. You go to the park and you try to work out and you see somebody, kids running around, I'll be like, damn, I'm tired.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Like I wouldn't be
And
like,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her.
she could
yeah,
freeze her eggs.
because the guy is saying, "I want to travel. I want to see around the world before I settle down." Yeah, go travel. You have a son already. Go enjoy
Okay, yeah,
life.
but another thing is like how you want to do all this stuff when she has a child. You can't just be picking up and going to travel and all that, and you have a child.
Right. Right.
So, like, I
Another
again,
question.
my jaw dropped when
Yeah,
I found out she had a child.
I know. The other question that Erica was asking is, where is the child? Who stays with the child?
Well, I think they pulled them out or send the kid to the grandparents or whatever. Because if you remember, in the last season, the young lady had 3 children, and I think the football player had his own set of children, right? I forget what their names are. The same season as the fake couple,
Uh, who?
as Alexis and Black.
Yeah. The other guy. Yes, yes, yes,
The
yes.
guy,
Oh,
the retired
yeah.
football player, he
Yeah,
had
it's
children.
retired football. Yes, yes, yes.
She had children too, but we just never
Right,
saw them. And
right. That's
somehow
true.
they were able to hide those children, but Ricky couldn't hide that whole entire group.
That's what I'm like. Okay, and especially Joshua and Joya, their place didn't even look that big. I was like, do they have maybe he's living with his daddy or something. Yeah, that's so funny. And his brother
Yeah.
and sister, they weren't going nowhere. They were
I swear,
comfortable.
I
They were like,
didn't.
we are in the middle of our space game. We are not moving. We are here enjoying ourselves. We're playing cards. We're chilling.
Don't ask
And
us to
no.
leave. The answer already is
Y'all
no.
filming in our living room. That's how they were looking.
Yeah,
But I didn't see them playing cards. I think Erica is exaggerating. Were they playing cards?
exaggerating, but the point is they was
They
rooted and
were
not
playing
gonna be
cards.
booted. Okay, they was not going nowhere.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
go back and look. I saw cards. They were putting down cards on the table. I was like, what is this? They were not going anywhere. And they were
They're
talking
not
about, we
going to.
can't wait to see what she looked like. Like,
But to
oh
me, it
no.
would have made more sense to try and intimidate the dude that was coming to take her out. But they probably were like, he don't want it, that dude ain't gonna want it either.
Right.
Yeah.
But we did not see
So
them.
interesting
We
that
did
they
not see.
chose to.
No, but we did not see brother and sister until this episode. We never saw them in the first episode.
Yeah, because they didn't care who was coming to take her out. They was like,
Right.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
who cares? They were like, who cares?
They were like, they're not even engaged. Why do we care?
Mm-hmm.
And the sister was like, yeah, we've been around you for so long. Like, girl,
Now we wasn't talking about Kai's kids, because Kai,
Catherine, free yourself.
we already saw Kai's kid. We eventually saw all of Kai kids, but
Yeah.
the dude Eric and his girl, I want to rewind.
Eric with the guy with a big forehead. Yeah.
I want to rewind for a second. You see how we don't remember these people's names?
Mm-hmm.
Put Joy and Clifton in that.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I want to say. I don't remember any of these people's names. Put Joy and Clifton there with their fame.
I know you're doing so good because all I remember is the guy who were they basketball players? The guy who slept with the other girl. That's the main one.
That's the rapper guy.
I remember
and she was a
Hollywood. I
basketball
remember
Darian.
right, and then I remember Hollywood. Yes,
And
then I
can't even
remember
remember the chick name.
the girl who was from not Ethiopia but the place close to Ethiopia, and she was older. The DJ girl,
Oh,
and then her
yeah. The girl from
Louisiana.
Eritrea.
Remember?
Right.
So you see how we
Yeah,
don't remember
yeah,
these
yeah.
people's
And so
names?
I remember.
We don't remember.
I know. That's because it's a game show.
Right.
That's because it's a game show.
Right.
It's a game show.
The Ring on It is also a game show. But it's a good game show. Like, I like it. But it's still
I see what you're saying, Ellen V.
Right. They were exposing them. I agree, Ellen. Mm-hmm.
That was
amazing. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But Dunbar, we don't know what Jasha. I want to get that name right. We don't know what him and old girl got going, but she's like, for me, she's weird. I haven't seen any real red flags with him just yet. Catherine,
with who?
With Josha.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And his girl, Josh.
Yeah.
What's the girl name?
The girl's Joya and
Joshua.
Joya and Joshua and Jehovah.
I think so.
Okay, Joya and Joshua. Joya is problematic. Ricky and Catherine. Ricky is problematic. Dunbar and Chance don't need to be on the show. And who do you think they bringing in?
Dunbar and Chance are equally crazy.
Yeah, they belong. They just need to be planning their wedding.
Yeah.
Because while
but Goody. Goody, what are your thoughts when Dunbar said, I don't have any competition. There are not so many men who are out here who are black men with no felony but and successful.
I know a lot of black men who have not, because he said black men without felonies. I know a plethora of black men without felonies they do very
Exactly.
well for themselves.
Yes,
And
is what I'm
I'll
saying.
tell you this about them. This the one thing that black men like that get wrong. They always swear they the only one. And if they know it'd be like me, them, and their boys be the only good black men. And that's the problem. You think that you're a unicorn. You're not a unicorn, sir. I can show you 10 more of you.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you 10 more of you. So
Yep,
like I don't know
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
what hood you're out of, but
Very, very
like
much so.
when you are a
Mm-hmm.
well-educated individual and you surround yourself with well-educated individuals, you're not surrounded by a bunch of felons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but I
that
think Dr.
Hundred
Stacy
percent.
pulled it with him is that he's scared, and he's insecure. So I think that'll come out, I guess in the next episode because he broke
what
down
and why
so fast, and
yo
she was just like, "You are."
he started
Yeah, he's
crying like
crying.
Go ahead.
but he just started like as soon as the girl left, he don't even know what's going on yet. And he by the time they put the camera back on him, all his eyes was red. What the hell? He the devil?
She
Wait,
said, "You
why
are
is it? You don't know
afraid to
why he was
lose that
crying. You don't know
girl,"
why he had.
and he is afraid.
What do you
Whoa,
think
you
he's
mean he
He's
was crying because of
afraid
the girl?
because clearly, no. I think something he said he has a lot of fear, and she was right because his bravado is because he's afraid to lose her. Because she's kind of like, okay. I mean, she acted jealous and stuff too, but I think his controllingness is out of fear for sure. I think Dr. Stacy is right about that.
Mm,
what do you
mm,
think about Dr. Stacy versus Dr. Nicole? I think
mm.
that was the doctor's name.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell until the season is over. I mean, I still miss Dr. Nicole. I feel like Dr. Nicole had more substance. I don't know.
I don't
I still
I
like.
feel well first, um one of my good girlfriends is a therapist and
Mm-hmm,
she's like, she's kind of like next in line to be one of these TV therapists.
mm-hmm,
So she knows most of the people. So
mm-hmm,
when I mentioned Stacy, she was like, "Yeah, I know her, but last time I saw her, she was a life coach. So maybe she went back to school." And I don't think that is preposterous to believe that she went back to school. What I'll say is I feel like Dr. Nicole was tired of these people in their shit. She was tired of these fakers.
Well, also, I think
mm-hmm,
go ahead. Because I think I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't go back to school because to me I felt like she brought when she was introducing herself the whole thing about her family and her mother and her father or whatever I thought was kind of said to show like I had this experience even if I may not have the credentials, and I felt like Dr. Nicole had the credentials and the education, and this doctor is more like down to earth and sort of in your face or whatever.
mm-hmm,
So it wouldn't surprise me if she is a life coach or whatever and doesn't have the same credentials that Dr. Nicole had. Like I would not be
mm-hmm,
surprised at all. And it would be okay. Like honestly, I would be okay with it either way. But
mm-hmm.
that's what I thought when she started talking about her family and stuff. Cause I was like, it's interesting that your mom was married 5 times, but if you're a therapist, I just want to know really like, did you go to Harvard? Where'd you go to school, girl? So I got that's kind of the impression. I mean, honestly, that's what I thought when she was talking. So, but I liked her nonetheless. But I felt like because that's what you do. Like if you don't have education, then you have your experience. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mm-hmm,
how you present it.
mm-hmm,
So that's how I took it when she said it, honestly, because I was kind of like, how is all these marriages, you know what I mean? Like that's not the same as training, but she packaged it well. So I'm not surprised that someone would say, okay, she was a life coach. Like that makes total sense to me, honestly.
I'm trying to see where
mm,
she got a doctorate at.
Like I don't think
mm.
she said she had a doctorate,
Wait
but
a
go ahead
minute
and look.
now. I am a graduate level intern currently working towards receiving my master's in marriage and family therapy from Touro University. But I don't know when this was. When was this?
Uh,
Okay, that's from
Yeah, like I don't think
2016.
she
So
ever said a doctorate. That's
I
why.
think she went to school, but she received her
but not,
master's.
but for a master's. For a
That was
master's.
2016, so she might have got her doctorate. Cause I'd
Well,
be
then you
very.
should be seeing it there.
I'm going to find her on LinkedIn, man. Hold on, I shall return.
Yeah,
Got me
find
You're
it
feeling like
taking.
because she didn't mention no doctorate, so
she went to Spelman.
she was quick to talk about her mama's marriages. Which
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
she
knocking
did.
that.
She talked
I'm
about even
saying I'm
grandma.
not knocking
Grandma.
that. I feel like life. Exactly. She was talking about her heritage. So that's really what made me think she didn't have those degrees. But I'm just saying.
She never mentioned. Yeah, she never mentioned. No, she never mentioned about being married. Mm-mm.
Well, she told someone she was married. Oh, cause on you gotta. So hilariously, before Elon got on Twitter, I wasn't on Twitter at all. But now I'm always tweeting with the shows. But yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking. I'm not
Oh,
seeing
that's
where she
cool.
got her doctorate,
There you go.
but maybe she did.
When?
I don't know. I feel like when you're a
She doesn't need
doctor,
a doctorate.
to
She
call
doesn't
herself
need it.
Who says she needs a doctorate?
to call herself a
Well,
doctor, like we could just.
I
I
mean,
could
there are
be.
people out there that do it. I'm
I
just
could be
saying
Doctor
there are
Goody.
people out there that do
Let me
it. So
find
I'm not
out.
judging her.
I'm not
You
judging her
can
either,
if you
but
want to, girl. So
I like her. I feel like I like the no nonsense approach. I like it.
I like it too. So I'm like, girl, you don't have to get your doctorate if you ain't got it.
No, I ain't messing with
It's
you.
fine. You can just, you learned a lot
If you
from your
want me to
mama's
call you a
5
yeah,
husbands.
doctor,
you learned a lot from grandma to daddy and mommy. You have
Thank you.
experience.
Thank you. From grandma to your mama and your daddy, all those marriages, girl, that's your doctorate. That's your doctorate. You don't need to go to college. Someone else's stamp of approval of the white man. You are fine
I
just
know,
the way
right?
you are, Dr. Stacy. Do not
Oh
need the
my
stamp
gosh.
of approval. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Phoenix University if you want to. It's fine, and I support you. I think you're doing a good job.
I think I'm doing a good
It's
job.
done
Oh
all.
my
It's done
gosh.
all in education.
But if
And I
she's
do,
not a
and I'm
doctor,
not even
she
being
shouldn't be
funny. I
telling us.
do really, I mean, it is funny, but I do really believe that. Because I didn't think she had a doctorate really the way she was talking in the beginning. I never thought she had a doctorate. And I still supported her. So it's fine with me. You don't
Mhm.
have to have a doctorate. And I just am saying that I got the impression by the way Dr. Nicole carried herself that she did have a
Right,
doctorate.
right.
And I felt like Dr. Stacy didn't. But either way, I think they just bring different things to the table. And I think
Yeah,
Dr.
but then if
Stacy is
but
getting
if
straight
she's
to the
not
point, which I like.
I feel
but
like
if she's
Dr.
not a
Nicole has
doctor,
a more clinical approach to
right,
dealing with the
situations.
couple.
Yeah, and Stacy has experience, life experience.
A lot of it, a lot of open, a lot of open.
Oh boy, you guys, this is funny.
I mean, she can tell all of them what won't work for sure. So I
Right,
think it'll be interesting to see as we go through the season.
right.
But we still know one couple is falling out. So every week I'm like, which couple is it? But I kind of think it's going to be Chance and Dunbar because I'm not sure what's going on
I
with
don't
them.
think so. I think it's Ricky and Catherine.
So a couple
Really?
leaves.
Okay.
I didn't realize a couple left. I thought she
Yeah.
just added a couple.
There's an empty chair. There are two chairs that are empty.
I thought she was just bringing new people.
Huh?
You remember that first
Oh,
season she
No,
added
maybe.
an
I
extra
don't think
couple,
so.
and there were 4 couples.
Remember, they had four couples. Even did they ever have four couples?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
4 couples, but then the young
I
lady's
thought they had another
father
season
got
where
sick.
somebody left.
Well, no, they had four couples and they were going with four couples, but then the girl's dad got sick.
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they had to leave. Yes, they were four couples. That's true. So maybe nobody leaves. And we still don't know who the new couple
I
is. I
don't
think the
know.
new
Like,
couple
I
is
don't see
just
the purpose of bringing.
another couple.
Yeah, like I don't see the purpose of bringing them in late in the season. Late in the
I mean, we
season,
only
but I
what
don't
two
know.
episodes in?
Don't get me started. I barely remember people's names, girl. What'd you say?
Right.
We only
Repeat
two
that, Goody.
episodes in.
Huh?
We are only two episodes in. They could
Yeah,
bring
I
another
know. So
couple.
we're gonna have to watch a
Yeah.
whole new couple go on first dates again. So that's what I'm saying. But I
Right.
see, you know, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
We
see. So
will
what are
see
you
for
guys
sure.
excited about
Yeah,
next
maybe,
episode?
maybe.
I want to see her. I want to
I
see
want to
this
find out why
interact.
Dunbar is crying.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Me
it
too.
better.
I want to see why he's crying, and then of course I want to see Catherine's ex. I want to see
Um,
everybody's ex. Really, I want to, you know, like, I want
I'm
to see
not dealing with
Chance's
either one of
Why?
you.
exes, like
No, but wait.
Joshua
Why?
and Joya. They just started dating a year ago, so I don't care about their
Yeah,
exes.
I
But I
know.
want to
Like they
definitely
play too
see
much. You
Dunbar
know
and
how long
Chance's
you got to
ex.
date me before I even think that your potential to be a husband. Like it's bad at this stage of my life, but I take marrying somebody as pretty serious. Like that's not no year decision. You barely see who people are for the first. Like it takes 8 months for their representative to go sit down. Then it takes another 2 months to figure out if you
Exactly,
like the person.
Mm.
and when Dr. Stacy kept saying, "Oh, you all have all been together for a long time," I was like, "A year is not a long time. I'm sorry, it's
I
Right.
not
got
really.
crazy.
I
I
mean, you
know.
can know in a year, but I
Right.
was like, for them to act like, oh, they've been together for so long. No,
Mm-hmm.
Joya is sweating this boy, and so she brought him on the show. But I don't think, it's like give him another year.
Mm-hmm. And
But I think because
especially,
she's like
when you're busy.
37, she's just pressed.
I
Right.
generally like to mind my business when it comes to my son's life, but
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't come and tell me that somebody he met after a year is pressuring him for marriage. I'd be looking at him like he had five heads. Like, she's doing what now?
Mm-hmm.
Pressuring you to
How
do
old is
what
your
now?
son, Goody?
He's 26.
Oh, okay.
Until
Mm.
he's like in his 40s, where I'd be like, come on, dog. You can't just be stringing this woman along. You want to
Right.
get
Right.
married or not? But 30s, nah, you just figured out who you are in your 30s.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
there might be awkward dates, but they might not be an awkward dates, depending on how they, separated, right? If it was dramatic, if they're still friends.
I think that a better idea would be to
I think
have
that
your
the
ex
pickup
go
is
on a
going to be
date with your.
awkward when they come to pick the person up.
I think that they should have the ex go on a date with the new spouse. Not a date, but a chill out sesh. Tell me what's wrong with him. Why'd you leave?
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have those discussions. So that'll be interesting to see, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, how did you deal with her?
Yeah, that's cute.
Right.
But bigger than
Yes.
that would
So
be
it,
okay. So
yeah.
exactly why did you divorce Ricky? And did you
Mm-hmm.
used to do it here before?
Mm-hmm. And did you live with all the siblings, brother and sister and uncle and aunt?
I
You
bet
know.
you that his. You know what really is pissing him off about this divorce? The financial shit he's in right now. He's in a
Yes.
shambles.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I don't like it. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Because even
That's
now, when are you gonna get to know each other? If you're living with all these people, when are you gonna get to know each other? You know what I mean?
you're not. You
I,
gotta argue in secret. You can't even
yeah.
cuss that dude clean out.
Yes. You cannot even walk around naked in the house. I'm
Especially
like,
if your family, especially if your family is jumping in on every argument. Like, that's crazy.
Let me tell you a secret. My
you
family
know.
would look at me like I had seven heads before they'd be like, yo, we have too many properties for you to go live in at somebody's house with their family. Are
Right.
you kidding me?
Right.
Like, why
I
are you
know.
doing this?
But
What prime
I
time?
feel
I have to
Goody, I
say,
feel bad. I feel bad for. Sorry, I feel bad for. I feel like Ricky. Ricky is really a good boy. You know what I'm saying? Like even there is. Oh, I didn't know that she wanted flowers. I have been taking care of other things. I feel like he's going through it financially because
then you don't need
I
in a
mean,
relationship. If you're going through it financially, go through it financially by yourself, beloved.
hmm.
Drag you and your kids through it, but don't drag me through it.
Oh, she's a beautiful
But
girl. You know.
Yeah. So are we? Yeah, she is. I think all the
What is it,
couples
Erica?
are really attractive couples this season. I was saying I think all the couples are attractive couples this season. Like everybody has their own
No, I
unique.
don't think Ricky is not attractive. I don't find him attractive. You
he
know.
was attractive when he had a
I just,
haircut. He
Where
was
is
I
your
just
attractive
grace,
when he was
Mod? Where
fine.
is your grace?
I just find him like a very nice boy, a very nice son. Yeah, that's it.
He definitely has lad energy. He's a lad.
Mm.
Lad.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I,
very
I,
true,
I can't
very
call it,
true.
man.
I like Joshua. The
He's
what's
not
his
problematic yet.
huh?
He's
Yeah, I
not
like him. I
problematic.
think he's. Yeah, I like Joshua too.
Yes,
Yeah,
Joshua.
he's very. D has a question for you, Goody. I don't
Oh,
know what that means.
sometimes that happens. Well, I don't know. Possibly. I too am a life coach. I'm about to be
Not
Dr.
on
Drew.
my watch. Not on my watch.
No, how she said, she'd be like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You might not like me when we're finished with this process. You
Well,
want there is
Iyala was
no
saying that she doesn't mind. She doesn't mind her husband having a younger woman because she doesn't want to be bothered all the time.
I mean, Iyanla's at that age. All these
I
people talk
know.
about what happened to the women, our grandmothers. That your grandmother was putting up with stuff, and some of the stuff she wasn't putting up with, some of the stuff she was allowing because she ain't want that man to be harassing her and chasing her when she just want to go to sleep. Please go down the street with your other family, please. You don't have someplace else to be right now, sir. Your other women don't want to see you yet because
Right?
they're all in my grill.
Yeah, especially when you have a job in the morning. I mean, it's a lot.
Girl, listen. Yeah, I'm
A
tired.
job
Leave me
and
alone.
kids, and you want the house clean and you want dinner. Yo, she can't cook.
Hmm. Listen,
Don't get me
sometimes
started.
you have a headache for a whole week. Every time, please, I have a headache. Please, I have a headache.
Yo, not for nothing. Sometimes the husband be the headache. Sometimes you be fine until he come home with his bickering.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Ah, not me.
Not me either. Yes, you married, love. Me, you
Yeah.
don't even know. If I was married, my husband probably be like, "Why are you on the internet? Come home. Oh God, it's 10:44. Why are you on the internet talking to internet people? What about me?" Shut up. You
Listen,
find something.
Mr. Mo doesn't mess up with me like that.
That's you, but it's not gonna be 4 and 5 of us online without some husband like, what about me?
No, that's true.
What about me? And I'll be like, I wish you were more like Mod's husband. Marry him then. He's already married to Mod.
Well, these people. Didn't one of them tell Iyala, I already don't like you? Was it Tamar? I think it's Tamar who said that.
Tamar, it could have been Tamar, it could have been whatchamacallit, Rachel.
Ellen, I agree with you. Goody can be a very good life coach for sure.
I'm a life coach. I'm a spiritual life coach. Don't sleep
Oh,
on my
yes.
I'm a spiritual life coach and a high priestess in my other part of my life.
There you
Don't
go,
don't
you
let
guys. Ellen, there you go.
don't let my foolishness. Don't let me come up here with the foolishness fool you. I'm deep and wise. And now that I know I don't even need a doctorate, cause my sister working on doctorate and I be looking at her.
Exactly.
I'd be like, oh gosh. She'd be like, I have so much homework. I'd be like, oh, okay. And one of my best friends just got his doctorate and he was working on that thing for 12 years. Nah,
Hmm.
I'm not going back to nobody's school. Well, I'm lying. I'll be in school. Hell, I'm in
But
school now.
Goody,
Yeah.
Goody, that
Yeah.
card reader who was with Ready to Love, I feel like she was briefed. I feel like production told her exactly about each and every person over there. Like she knew. I don't think she had this power to know that this one is
Was
going
the
through
card reader
this.
on Ready
That's
to Love?
huh?
When this happened?
Oh, you guys did not watch it?
When?
There was a clip on Ready to Love Miami when she was reading everybody, and everybody came over there. She talked about Cynthia having a miscarriage. She talked about Mercedes having what is it called?
Triplets?
She, she was involved with two other people. All right.
Oh,
She told Suan how, whatever relationship it is, it's controlling.
I
She
won't
talked to
watch.
Jeffrey about being a lustful. The relation that she has is full of lust.
I'm gonna go back and see that and tell you what I think about it.
Oh,
My
go and watch.
I don't really study them people on Ready to Love because they be ready to play foolishness. D, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
They are now pushing for more. The people want to have second dates now. It's like, yo, in other seasons, the people didn't have, they would be surprised. Like, I didn't think I was getting a second date. Now the people like, you want to invite me out again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people, the dates are kind of
I know
aggressive.
this season. I feel this. I'd rather say I thought they were kind of thirsty. I thought the dates were a couple of the dates, like that guy that went out with Joya. He was just straight thirsty and trifling. Oh, you're gonna be my wife, man. You just met her. You just like, what are
I
you
know.
talking about?
Right.
Um, yeah. And then was it Ricky's date? Yeah, some of these dates were a little thirsty. I will
And
say
like, to me,
they
first
seemed
of all, did you
pressed.
see Ricky's date had to drive? Nah, B. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, but
Nope.
she had a BMW. I think she had a nice
That's,
little car.
yeah, but even more reason to
Oh
say
right,
nah.
yeah, because she was a nurse. So nurses make good money, girl. She makes
They
good
make
money
good
as
money.
a
Yeah.
nurse. I remember that. So yeah,
Yeah.
she was like,
Even
Yeah.
yeah.
more reason to
So
say no.
so she might be able to get Ricky out that house with 12 people. So
Yeah, but who want to do
he
that?
better be
That's
nice to her.
my sisters, my sisters. I am not advising for you to go fix anybody's life. That's a Yanla job.
Well, she wanted another date for sure.
She probably want to be on TV
Yeah.
Mm.
because his hair wasn't
Mm.
even done for the date.
Right.
Truth be told.
Not Jamie Foxx.
He
Jesus.
did open her car door though.
Yeah, because he ain't have to, because he ain't had no car keys. I was like, ain't this about a blip? I was like, this is interesting.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Really? Is this what we are doing? The man is going through so much. The
I
man is
did
taking
notice
care of
that though.
everybody. Where do they live?
I know, but he can't get a car. He ain't got no
But where do
car.
they live?
Does he have a car? I do need to know that.
Where do they
I
live?
Atlanta, I think, right? Aren't
Is there public transport there?
isn't everyone
no,
in
I
Atlanta?
doubt it. I doubt it.
Mm.
No, they don't have cars and they don't have public transportation, and they're gonna be living
Mm.
with his family forever.
I mean, Atlanta is very spread out. So people can be like, "Oh, I'm in Atlanta," and then they're like in, like Snellville or something. They're really far out. So sometimes you can be in Atlanta, and then it's just if you live in a house. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people own. I don't know because a lot of people own home. Everyone I know in Atlanta has their own house, but
Right?
I don't know what to say about Ricky. But yeah, so they are far out. I don't know, girl, but It's
Maybe he worked from home.
he definitely wasn't driving. So
Yeah, maybe he works from home,
yeah, I mean,
Maybe he do everything from his parents' house.
right? And they don't get to show us the
right. Is it
whole
his
house.
parents'
You know,
house
that
or
we
is
don't
it
see
his
the house. We
house?
just see the door. We just see the door. We don't see anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true. Because
oh
I
my
didn't get the impression their house was big enough for all those people till he said it. I was like, all those people, is it that big? Oh my
well,
gosh, that's a lot of people. Like I
at
feel
least
like
they, at
Joya
least,
and Joshua, their place looked like an apartment to me. I got the apartment feeling from
yeah,
their place too.
yeah, it
But remember when
does.
we saw the girl from Iricia or whatever, um we saw a lot of that place. We saw a lot of her place because she was packing his stuff up or whatever last season. So we saw like their whole of her little apartment, or
Mm-hmm,
not her little
mm-hmm,
apartment,
mm-hmm.
but we saw almost all of their apartment. But yeah, you're right. Like a lot of times you just see sort of the entryway, and then you see, we saw Dunbar in the bathroom praying, which was nice because I was like, oh, okay, I guess he does pray a lot. So that was a good look.
Yo, you
And
remember the guy who seemed like he wanted to vomit
but
when
yeah.
his girl went on the date?
Mhm.
Which guy? Which dude? Which dude?
Was it last season where his girl was going on the date and his boy had to be over at the house and he was stressing? He asked her to marry him at the end of the show, but he was like he wanted to vomit. He was in the bathroom.
Wait, why? Why did he want to throw up? Oh my
Let me
gosh.
put a ring on it, Cass,
Oh
because
my goodness.
your man wanted to
Ellen, that's
vomit.
how all the people I know in Atlanta is the same thing. Ellen V. Yeah, everyone I know in Atlanta, like anytime I go visit someone in Atlanta, I'm like, oh, I'm in Atlanta, and wherever I am, no matter whose house I'm at, everyone else is like an hour away. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Uh,
So does anyone actually live in Atlanta? Because everyone is like, oh, I'm way over here. I'm way over there. So Atlanta is spread
oh,
out.
wait, are you talking about Kenneth?
No, I'm talking about. I'm
I mean,
trying. Let me
I
find these
was
people.
talking about Shorty and Kenneth. Thank you, D. I could not remember Shorty's name. That's right, Shorty and Kenneth. I was thinking of them. Are you talking about the one, the couple where he told her to take a shower when she got back?
Oh yeah, yeah. The dude with the
That looked like
forehead.
God
No, the
cooked.
season before that when
I
your man
cooked.
was sick.
He cooked salmon for 8 people and was like, "You can't have none. You gotta take a shower. You stink."
Ay,
Uh,
ay, ay.
it's so funny that I
Wait
remember
a
the
minute. Wait
stories,
a
but I
minute.
do not remember people's names.
They were
It's so
on the
funny.
same season as Alexis and Black, and he was short. Wait, I'm looking at them now. I'm looking. Gosh darn it! Give me the people's name. What
What
season?
season?
It was season
This
Eric.
this is how you know it's a game show. I can't remember none of these names.
cast the crew. Hold on.
It's a game show. Yeah.
Damn it! I can't find the people. But dude was sick. His whole stomach was hurting. He was vomiting.
Wait, where was he vomiting?
He was in his bathroom curled up, and his mans had to come over. You gonna be all right, kid. Oh gosh,
I
he was
don't
so
remember.
sick.
Was that Ortiz?
He
Ortiz?
was a comedian. He was a comedian.
Ortiz?
Huh? What's this dude's name? Cause he did ask her to marry him. Damn it!
Ortiz and Charlie are the ones who have a big.
I don't know, man. It was on the same one with the Eric and the girl, the big forehead girl. Oh gosh. I'm looking at the picture of them now, but I can't find the name. My man wants to throw up.
Erica, can you hear good? I can good hear you.
I I can hear her, but I'm still trying to Google. I'm like, I watched all the seasons, but I can't remember none of these people. I'm not even gonna lie. I just remember the funniest stories that stick out to me, but I'm trying to remember
Yo,
everybody.
these people have been taking us through here. I'm like, Jesus. No, it wasn't Ortiz.
Give me a second, cause
No, not
they're not.
Ortiz. Who it is then?
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
it was crying every date.
Um,
Who is that?
what's this dude's name? He was so sick. He almost threw up. Give me a second.
And he was crying after every date his girlfriend went. What's the name? I don't remember the name. What? Ugh.
Yeah, his girlfriend was treated him like a little baby.
Ah,
And he had no real
who is
money,
that?
and she had the real money. He was so sick. He wanted to throw up.
Well,
Oh,
that's Shorty. Isn't that Shorty?
no, it was the season. It was season 2. Season 2.
Season 2. Did you get the name?
Look, no, because I was too busy laughing. Who are the characters?
Um,
His name was Jay, and her name was Loranda. You see, y'all like these names sound so foreign to me now, but it was Loranda and Jay. Child,
uh,
he was in the bathroom ready to vomit.
mm,
No
let's see if I
man,
remember.
just
Let me see if I
Google
remember.
Loranda and Jay. And she was very fit, and when she would go on the dates, he would be like he couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I remember him now. I saw him. I saw a picture of him.
Yo, you
Jesus,
see,
I remember.
he was dumb. He had bubble guts. He was like, "Oh my gosh, she's going on a date. I can't breathe." Bubble guts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look, this show is, if it's anything, it's entertaining, man.
It is. It is. It's
Take it.
lovely. At least it's not too much drama. It's not like the drama we have from Ready to Love, you know?
Listen, I remember those people name as
I don't remember the names, but
Yeah, I
when you tell
like
me
it
the.
because
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, the same here. I remember the stories. I don't remember I'm horrible with the names. I'm like, dang, I got to go back. But yeah, I remember the stories, and it's just such an interesting
yes,
concept. And
Ellie.
then especially like that date when they all go out on dates and they're all in the same place. Like that's always crazy. Like there's just so many little
Like that's actually
things that they think up
unnecessary.
to do to these people. I'm like, oh, I know that's like doing the most. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to eat my food and watch what he's doing over there. Like that's a
No,
lot,
but this is my thing. That's very
but it does
unnecessary.
make for good television.
That's unnecessary. You see, I feel like they're
It
trying to
does
get the
make for
world
good
ready to be
TV.
okay with polyamory. Let me tell you this. If I'm gonna cheat, I want to cheat in peace. I don't want you right over there. I'm trying to cheat, and here you are, you eating your spaghetti, I'm eating my spaghetti, and we in the same place. That's not fun for me. It's fun to watch for you,
I'm
but that's
I'm
not
so
fun.
glad you reminded me. I think I'm going to just so that you all know. I think I'm going to start reviewing Seeking Brother Husbands. I'm glad you reminded me. So
Which one is that?
speaking of polyamory, so that's a new one. I think it's starting tonight where it's like, and I know it's a black woman on there, so I'm so excited. So it's, instead of seeking
Mm.
a sister wife, she's seeking, they're looking for an extra husband. So I'm so intrigued for so many reasons. So
Nah, man, that's not intriguing.
I'm pretty sure I'm
Have
going to be
any of these
reviewing
people
that.
ever approached you to be a part of their situation? Nah, man, it's always uncomfortable. Like,
I have never been approached to be a part of anything, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a no for me. But
Because I feel like certain people are a lot of work. I can see where they might need more than one person to handle all the stuff that they need. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Let me. You see, D. I if I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna be cheating. I'd prefer to cheat. He's gonna vomit. What we call it?
That's him.
I prefer to cheat. I'm
Oh, I
traditional.
remember him. Thank you, Maud.
Oh, and you're right, Elle.
Oh my gosh.
Ellen, Ellen, his homeboy came over to hold the bucket when he was vomiting, hold his hair back. Your man was sick.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah.
All right, I need to go on my bed.
All right. All right, guys. This was fun. Next time we shall try and be on time. Goody. Be on time next
I was
Sunday.
driving and the thing wouldn't log in on my phone.
I'll send them to emails next
All
time.
right. Well, we missed you.
All right,
All
man.
right, guys. Love you, everybody. Thank you, guys. I'll see you
Bye,
again.
everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This was
Great
Bye.
fun.
Enjoy
show,
your
ladies.
week ahead, everybody. Bye.
Light up.
Bye. Thanks, everybody, for talking. Bye.
Great week, everyone.
Bye.
All right. This was fun. Bye, everybody.